hug it out, get into a freestyle stance, rethink it, and stand up a little straighter. 2 wrist controls. There's good pivot there by Moreira. And 2-on-1. Chest to chest. Underhook now by Moreira. Elbow control. And he digs in, does Jaramillo. Jaramillo. Good position here by the Brazilian. We saw a couple Brazilian guys earlier today on this mat, and they seem well adapted to the Greco rules, especially in this carnation with the forced parterre. So Jaramillo will be implored to get a little bit busier, or he will be put into that forced parterre position that we were talking about. And wrist goes across the body. Moreira digs in with a lefty underhook. Excuse me, that's a 2-on-1 that he has. And he's got an underhook himself, does Jaramillo. And they will call blue for passivity. Moreira would like to keep it standing. So halfway through the first period, Moreira and Jaramillo are tied at 0-0. Jaramillo gets his hands underneath the arms a little bit, working for some control. And he's got him underneath both arms now. Throw by position, and yeah, nice high single, but can't do that. So, no score for Jaramillo. 2 minutes into the first period. And they're going to call passivity on blue and 1 point for red. So, score is now 1-0 Moreira. And an underhook there for Jaramillo. Again with that underhook. Elbow control, 2-on-1. Pace starting to pick up now. 20 seconds left in the period. Let's see if Jaramillo can finish this period by scoring a point. Now, he's getting pushed around the mat a little bit. 10 seconds left. That's a passivity call on Moreira by the officials. Again, 5 seconds left. We're starting to move a little bit. And that'll do it. So the first period ends 1-0 Moreira. Jaramillo from Colombia in the blue singlet. Really started to pour it on there towards the end of the period, but no score. Back to the center we go. And Jaramillo in the blue looks to be starting the second period the same way he finished the first. A little bit more active than the beginning of the match. So he's gaining some good head of steam here. And Moreira trying his best to keep him at bay, and they'll call him for passivity. And Jaramillo chooses to put him down in the parterre position. So we'll start this off. Jaramillo on top and Morera on bottom. Jaramillo has a high gut locked up. Let's see if he goes lift. Switches sides a couple times. And one hand on the head is allowed, not two. Back to the center for Jaramillo. Jaramillo digs in for an underhook. He's going to have to score his points on his feet. He's got 2 underhooks now. I don't know if his hands are locked, but Morera is getting close to the out of bounds. You got to think he's going to have to fire something off here. And nothing doing. So we will move back to the center. Arm drag there by Jaramillo and can't get around the side of him. Our hands aren't locked, and he'll get a 1-point push. Well, he pushed him. Right, so straight arms, no score. What else you got to do? You got, I mean, yeah. So his arm. So the rule is in Greco, if the arms are straight as he's going out of bounds, no score. That's a great pivot there to a takedown. So we're seeing the more aggressive wrestler be rewarded here. But earlier. Technicality that he did have his arm straight when his opponent went out of bounds. So, no score on the step out. 2-1 here in favor of the Colombian wrestler, Jaramillo. 2-on-1 now for the Brazilian. About 1 minute left on the clock. Good head snap there. And good 2-on-1 here for Morera. Let's see if he can turn this into some points. Or excuse me, front headlock rather. And somebody's bleeding. Headset should come with catheters. You are listening to the Pan Am Championships here on Flow Wrestling. So they are going to start him back up. Blood's all wiped up. And there's about 40 seconds left in the match. Jaramillo from Colombia in the blue is winning 2-1. Once again, if you are so inclined, you're more than welcome to get at me on Twitter at Rhino Wrestling. Let me know what you think of the action all weekend here at the Pan Am Championships. Underhook now, finishing strong here is Jaramillo. He's keeping himself to the center, and Morera trying his best to get underneath the arms there a little bit. And short time on the clock. Morera's got to score, and that should do it. So your winner from Colombia, Jaramillo. As I was saying before, all the action this weekend's been absolutely stellar. We had the women on Friday, men's freestyle on Saturday, and Greco-Roman all day today.